Not that men want to go back to the 80s. That's what they kind of hope for if they show you their body parts. Hello my loves, so in today's video I'm showing you my 10 tips on how to look more attractive. They are all scientifically proven, and I will also explain you why men like the color red on women. And let me tell you, the reason is actually quite hilarious. So let's just jump right into the video. Hello my loves, in today's video I am spilling all the tea on how to look more attractive. If you want to know why red is seen as more attractive, if you want to know why men are attracted to the color red, then keep on watching because it's a very fun story. So, the first tip is kind of obvious. It's smile. Smiling people, they seem a lot more lovable, but it isn't just enough. If you smile, your teeth should be very white, as white teeth are seen as very healthy, which is associated with more attractive. So you could whiten your teeth. I, for example, have a high smile set at home. I don't think it does the hugest difference, but I don't really have that yellow teeth to begin with. But you could also just always go to your dentist and do a professional teeth whitening. And another tip is to line the upper eyelid, just like your eyelash here, but just at the top here, with a dark liner, and that makes your eyes appear more round and therefore bigger, because men are, like a study said, attracted to bigger looking eyes, because then you kind of look more childish, which I know sounds absolutely weird, but that makes them... But men are actually quite protective, and that's what triggers their protectiveness. So quite a weird another fact that I just found out. Then next up, we sometimes think that men like those dark and deep husky voices, but actually it's scientifically proven that men are more attracted to women with a little bit of a higher pitched voice. So don't try to make your voice look sound deeper, just don't. If you want to have a look on how your voice should sound, probably a little bit more high pitched, but I think it just doesn't sound natural if you try too hard. But just don't try to make this too husky voice. Then next up, collarbones. I don't really have the perfect shirt to show you, but men are actually very attracted to collarbones. It's one of the most attractive body parts of a woman. We all know what the other body parts are. So my tip would be, take a highlighter and just highlight, I can show you here, like here, the collarbone, and you could even go a step further and take a little bit of bronzer to bronze on the side of your collarbone to make it pop a little bit more. So also a nice necklace which comes like right between your collarbone draws attention to it. And obviously V-cut shirts or even sleeveless or bandeau shirts. So that's something I actually didn't know before researching it for this video. Then next up, perfume. We all know that no one likes someone who just stinks, because all people are quite different on which scent they like and which they don't like. But there exists perfume which have pheromones in them, and pheromones are actually very attractive for other people. So if you want to have a perfume which kind of makes you a little bit more attractive, then you should probably try a pheromone perfume. I myself had one when I was a few years ago. It was from Victoria's Secret, and I just bought it because it smelled so good. I now can't get it anymore, but I have to say it was the best smelling perfume I've ever had, and probably it had to do with the pheromones in them. Then, next up, the hip to waist ratio. The perfect hip to waist ratio is about 0.7. So you could measure your hip and your waist, and therefore you could find out if you should probably accentuate your hip a little bit more to make it look a little bit wider, or if you should accentuate your waist a little bit more to make it smaller, so that the ratio appears like, so that your body appears more like to this ratio. Then, and next tip, which I think is kind of funny. So men are actually more attracted to women with a little bit higher eyebrows. So an arch in the eyebrow is actually perfect. And the reason for that is that if your eyebrows are a little bit higher, if you have a little bit of a higher arch, you always look kind of surprised, and that's and a study found out that the reason why men like us is that that's what they kind of hope for if they show you their body parts, that your reaction is. So make a little arch on your brow and look what happens. And then we come to another very fun point, the color red. I told you in my intro that men are actually very attracted to the color red. And the reason for that is not that they are kind of related to the bulls in Spain, where you always put the red towel in front of them. No, it reminds them of your womanly body parts down there, because they have kind of pinkish reddish color, and that's kind of why they are attracted to the color red. And the study showed that actually women are considered a lot more attractive if they wear red. It doesn't matter if it's a red dress, a red top, a red lipstick. Yes, so wear red when you go on a date. Then another tip is high heels. And you don't have to wear high heels, like not the height itself makes you more attractive. No, it's the long legs. And also, yes, men for sure are attracted to long legs, but that doesn't mean that they are more attracted to tall women. The only thing that makes long legs attractive is the leg to body ratio. So if you wear high heels, it doesn't really matter if you're tall or short. It just makes your leg appear longer. Therefore, your leg to body ratio is prettier, more attractive in the view of men. And yeah, so a little high heel does the trick very, very well. And also, I would always recommend pointy high heels, because they make the leg appear even longer. And also, don't wear heel with like a black or a dark strap, because that kind of sometimes they make your they kind of cut off your leg at a weird part, and they kind of cut your leg in not half but in two parts, and that doesn't really help with the appearance of longer looking legs. Then the next tip, make your hair very voluminous. And the reason why voluminous hair is seen so attractive is not that men want to go back to the 80s where the hair was like that. No, but voluminous hair seems more thick, and thick hair is associated with very healthy women. And healthy is obviously something that men are very attracted to, and that's the reason why. And I hope that you liked my tips here, my top 10 tips for how to look more attractive like immediately. Like, those are very easy tips to do. And let me know if you already knew those tips, and also let me know if you knew why men like the color red, or why men like a high arch in your brows. So I found those like probably the most interesting facts that I found in my research. And if you liked the video, please put a like on it and consider subscribing to my channel, because I make a lot of beauty and fashion videos, and you will probably like them as well if you liked this video. So I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.